Hello, everyone, and welcome. I thought since we had some people in the chat already, I'd go ahead and get started. Oh, Blossom, great. I'm glad you're able to watch while you're trying to work. I completely understand. So I thought since everybody was already kind of popping in, I'd just go ahead and get started. I'm really not very prepared for this evening as I went on a little shopping spree and was spent some time doing that. So anyway. So I thought I would show you some things that I purchased, just my little haul, and then we'll just get to working. And I was thinking we would just work with our Love from Lizi kit from February that I have, just because I wasn't very prepared. So I'll just pull in some things. Hi, Vicky, welcome. Um, anyway, let me switch my screen here and we'll just show you some things that I got. This is my keyboard that I was chatting with Jay with. So on Jay's channel, get that out of the way. But I actually went to the store. I went to Joann Fabrics to get some fabric to repair a baby blanket. And so this is what I went in for. And then I found some other things that I thought you guys might be interested in seeing. So I'm going to pull them in. So one of the things that I grabbed that caught my eye was I was wanting some removable vinyl that had some patterns on it. And this was on clearance at Joann's for $1.97. So I was able to pick it up. And I'm just going to open it up because it had some colors in there. And I thought this could be fun. So anyway, $1.97 for some removable vinyl. And it's Martha Stewart premium vinyl. And it's removable. I had recently did some organizational pieces from Cat Scrappiness that I did a video on, and I had decorated them with just some plain vinyl, and I thought it would be so much fun to have some pattern vinyl. I have pattern iron on, but I didn't have any pattern vinyl in my stash, so I just picked this up because it was $1.97. It was incredibly cheap, and I thought I'd go for it. So let's see if we can get it apart. It's got some tape on there. I hate it when they do that because it's sometimes really hard to get off there, and you don't want to mess up your vinyl. So hang on. Let's see if we can turn this. Okay. So it looks like you get a pretty good piece of each color. And I thought they'd be fun to work with. I was really interested in this particular pattern here because it's got pink and that. But isn't that really pretty? I thought that could be fun to work with. So that's what I picked that up for. But I thought for $1.97 and to have some little pattern vinyl, that would be fun to have. So I picked that up. And it was, like I said, very, very inexpensive. And I've got this real small set of colored pencils, and they had this on clearance for $7.97. And I don't know, what brand of colored pencils are the best to get, nor does it really matter to me because it's not something that I think I'm any good at, but I just thought it would be fun to play with. So I got these Art Smith, and it included 4 sketching pencils, 12 colored pencils, 2 stumps, 8 sanding papers, a kneaded eraser, a rubber eraser, a pencil sharpener, and 10 drawing papers, and then the carrying case. And I thought this would be fun that I could take with me when I go to my grandson's, because we do a lot of projects and stuff together. And it gives me all colors. The only colored pencils I have right now are metallics, so I thought it would be fun to add this to what I have. Let's see, you always have the cutest, prettiest bracelets on. Oh, thank you. This is my Nana bracelet, and I wear it a lot. And then I have these permanent jewelry bracelets. I have to take my watch off. It's kind of got them hung up. But I have these permanent bracelets that are on here that I got. My daughter has parties at her house every once in a while, and I've had these put on with that. So they're fun. But I do have quite a collection of bracelets because I love them. Let's see. I'm sure it'll be okay. Cordelia, I love watching tech. Oh, did Cordelia have some tech issues? We all do. Monday when I went live with Daria, she had incredible tech issues. We had everything up and running, ready to go in advance. It was working perfect. And then her power went off, and then they got that back on, and then just a multitude of things happened, and it took quite a while before I could bring her onto the screen. So those things happen. If it can happen, it will happen on a live. So no worries there. Anyway, so that was something that I picked up for $7.97. And then the thing I wanted to show you, actually let me show you this because this was Joann's. I got this, and hopefully we can see it on my desk. Let me lower my desk and see if we get a broader view. This is, it's called Top Notch, and it includes 7 removable dividers. And it's 14 by 2 by 15 by 2 by 6 by 3. And I got it because I need to organize these cards. And I thought I could put like birthday cards. These are celebration cards. These are like kind of feminine birthday cards. And then these are more like any type of birthday card here. I've got celebration cards here. I've got thanks here. And I just really quickly did this as soon as I got home so that I could get them organized. I've got, these are collection cards here. Like I've got the Pooh cards, and then I've got the little Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse Quokka cards in there. And then these are everyday cards that you could use for just any, they say hello or different things that you could just use for a lot of different things. And I wanted to get them organized in a manner in which you could come in, and they actually have, let me pull this out and show you. I'll probably make a mess here. It's got a little tab where you can label what the cards are. So you can put, you know, everyday cards or whatever on there, and you just slide these in here. They pull in and pull out. So I really like that, and I thought if I got them organized, then it would be easier to just grab and go. This back is like holidays. So these have all of the Valentine cards in there that I've made, and certainly not all of my cards fit in here. Because I need to get rid of some of them, but those are collection cards. And then these were like seasonal cards that, you know, Valentine's right now is really full because we're nearing Valentine's Day. But then I've got an Easter card here. I've got a winter card, a snow card, and there's a fall card in here, which I have more. I just was kind of getting started with this before the live, and I thought it'd be really, really helpful. One thing I will tell you, now the A2 cards, you can lay them either way in there. I have these laying this way, and I laid these this way because I was just trying to see if I could get a 5x7 card in here, but I cannot. If you wanted to store your 5x7s, what I would do is take this out and put them in here like this, and I think they would work that way. But these were 50% off, so very, very cost effective. And what I liked about them is they've got a lid on them that you can close and a handle that you can carry them, so that if you want to take your cards, like I'll take mine to church and have the ladies buy them, I could just carry them safely in this. They're organized so that they could look through them, and it's just really handy. So I wanted to show you guys that because I thought that was quite a deal. I think it was $19.99 and I got it for 50% off. So I felt like that was really a good deal. Then of course the dollar store is right next to Joann's in our town. And so I always get their, I pick up their foam strips. They're $1.25 and you get them. I don't know if it's cost effective. I've not really ever tried to figure out if I'm getting a deal or not, but I just pick them up there, and you get 3 different widths. And so I picked up a couple of those. This glue eraser I have is just pretty disgusting, which I'm knocking everything over my desk, but it is pretty disgusting. So I picked up a new one so that I have a clean one, because this just has all kinds of glue balls and stuff and everything on there. So I picked up another one of those. What else did I get? Oh, and I just got some of these clips that I could clip on my craft cart. They're pretty heavy duty. They've got a magnet on the back, and I thought I could clip those on there because I've been hanging my Kinder's Card Challenge sheets on there, and they keep getting knocked off, and I thought these would hold them on there, so that's why I got that. And then I was out of mailing tape. I use this a lot of times with my Misty when I am stamping a whole set all at once. I'll do that a lot. What are you gonna work with? I've already got this stamped out, but like if I want to stamp the entire thing all at once, I'll just put some tape on the cover sheet, stick it on there, and stamp it down. So I use that a lot for it. And then it doesn't make a big mess on my Misty like my tape runner does. This tape runner will leave a big mess if you use this, like if you run it on here and stick it, which I did recently and had to clean it all off because I was out of this. But if you use this mailing tape, you can just pull it right off and it doesn't make a mess on your Misty. So that's what I picked up. That was just a real quick haul. Like I said, I ran to get that fabric to fix the baby blanket, and then I got carried away. I got even more carried away because then I went to Walmart and I bought some new curtains for my living room, my great room, and I got home and I told my husband, I said, I think I I got a little out of control. Anyway, so I got those curtains steamed or kind of ran them through the dryer to de-wrinkle, and I got those hung and everything. So that's what I've been doing. And then, so I'm really not really prepared. So I thought, what could I work with that wouldn't take much effort? And since I recently just did a video for Love for Lizzie channel that's going to run in February, I had all this stuff out and I thought I could go ahead and play with it. I've already done an unboxing with it, but I thought we could play with it tonight. I'm going to real quickly before we get started, I'm going to show you some of the cards that I've made. Vicki, I'm sorry that you got to go. Have a good evening. Hey, Jim. Let's see, we've got Jay and Paula and Jim and Gloria and Blossom and Cordelia. Looks like we've got a pretty good crew. So welcome, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Daria. We're going to go live in the morning. We're going to play with some Spellbinders stuff. So I've got it. I put mornings with Mina, and she kind of laughed at that. But anyway, I thought it kind of, mornings with Mina. I thought it had a catchy little tune to it. So anyway, I'll just show you real quick. These are some cards that I made already with, actually some of these I made earlier, these two, I think. And then the rest of them I made for the video that's going to air on Love from Lizzie channel in the first part of February. So such a cute set of stuff. And I just had fun playing with it. And I like to blow up my kits, and I still have some pieces left, so I thought we could work with it tonight. I have linked the kit in the description box below so you can check it out. Her kits, that didn't stick on there very well, are very fun. They have lots of different elements. You've got lace, you've got this daisy fabric border there. She just put some really fun stuff, and she'll put like little vellum sacks and teeny little envelopes, and then you have all of her little neat pill-offs and stuff. These are just so fun to add to your card, and I think they're super cute. And then like these little floral clusters, she included that in there. And here is a rose gold miniature clothesline clip or clothespin clip that's on there, and then another little bow. So fun stuff. Anyway, so I thought we would just dabble with that a little bit tonight. And I'll kind of talk about what's in the kit. I've got the things organized here to some extent. And I've got my die cutting machine, and I don't think I'm going to need it, so I'm going to move it out of my way so it's not taking up space. So basically with the kit, you're going to get you get 5 sheets of cardstock, and I have pretty much blown mine up. This green did not come. This was some extra that I had, but you got some yellow and some navy blue and this, and there was some brown and some cardstock color, and you got white, and that was included in there. And I'm just showing you bits and pieces of what I have left, but they're really fun kits. So I think these were pretty much the colors that were in there, if I'm not mistaken. I brought in some other Love from Lizzie paper that I was working with on there. And then you get 2 sheets of her specialty paper, and those you get in A5 size. And I'm trying to see here, this is one of them. This was one of the specialty papers. Perhaps I blew up the other one because I'm not seeing it immediately. And then you also get she included, which I haven't worked with these would be fun to work with maybe this evening. You get 3 of these little mini craft cards and envelopes. And she normally will send some different size cards and stuff. Sometimes she'll send some square ones or 5x7 or something. So you get some different ones. So these are fun. I think that'd be fun to work with. Maybe we'll do that tonight. And then you also get the patterned paper, and you get 12 sheets of 6x6 single-sided patterned paper. And you had a lot of the tea with Tilda ones, and I've blown them up a lot already. Try to see if I can pull in any of the other designs so you could see them. If I can get a hold of them. And so you get 6 pieces. And also included with that were some marbly looking papers as well. There's 4 of those, and just lots of fun stuff. Yeah, and that was that. And then you get some pill-offs. And we got these mini circle pill-offs in this particular kit. And I used a bunch of those on, well, let's see, on this particular card here. Now these, you also got 2 of these rose gold mirror Polaroid frames with it. And of course you got all the ephemera, and you got some dies, which are in here that have, and here's another one of the little clips. You have time for tea and you have party. So you could have tea time, party time, time for tea, tea party, you know, all the different combinations with that. She also included several little bows. You get some, you know, gems to put on there, and, you know, some of the lace that comes with it, which I've blown a lot of it up. And here's another piece of lace. There were 3 different pieces of lace in which you got about 12 inches of each. The daisy, the broderie, and then the lace is what you got. And then, you know, they're just, this is bits and pieces that I've been working with. This was an add-on that I purchased. And there are variety add-ons that you can add to the kit that includes, like these were the variety. I think this was the another piece of specialty paper there, but you get the strips, and those are super fun. This is the one that I had on the one card that I thought was so cute, and there's some hearts. So you get a lot of, those are add-ons, but in addition to the kit. But anyway, so that's what I've got. You get the stencil with it. And this stencil is called Tea from Tilda Stencil, but I thought it looked like Swiss cheese myself. But anyway, so that's what you get. And you know, you got like this fancy thing here. There's just lots of stuff. And I think it's a pretty good value. So I just wanted to show you all the stuff in it, and then we'll just kind of work with it. I think we should work with these because I haven't done anything with these yet. And I think it could be fun to do some quick little cards. I had done some stamping and some embossing, heat embossing with some of these pieces parts. And I've got them laid in here along with the sentiments. I also, oh, that was another thing we had is the rose gold embossing powder, and I used it, and it embossed beautifully on vellum. And my vellum is just some cheap vellum, and I didn't know if it would emboss very well, but it embossed beautifully, and it didn't pucker or anything. I was just shocked because I just bought whatever was cheap. And it embossed really well. I embossed this panel here with it as well. Turned out really well. How's my lighting? I tried to tone down my head a little bit so my face wasn't quite so bright. One time, hey, Kelly, welcome. Oh, your Christmas card is a treasure. I see Cousin Kelly's on there. Oh, you love my sweater. Yes. This sweater that I have on, Kelly got me. And when I went to the Joann's today, the checkout lady said, "Oh, I love your sweater." I'm like, "Thank you. It's a gift." Anyway, so anyway, I've got all this stuff here, but I thought it'd be fun to work with these little ones. I don't work with little cards like that very often. We may have to die cut some of the tea stuff out if we don't have sentiments or whatever, but we can just get going on this. So I wasn't paying attention to the chat, so I didn't notice who I was there. Sister by another mister. Yeah. Yeah, those Love from Lizi strips are fun. They're just a fun way to add some interest to your cards when you're not, you know, when you need some extra bling and you don't want to put like an enamel dot or something like that on there. I am grabbing my little bone folder, and it's like a continual thing of stuff coming up missing, is currently missing. My grandkids came, oh, I know I might have mentioned this. They came one day before I got home, and my daughter, they had gotten into the craft room and we're just playing around in here, and several things were out of sorts, and that's one of the things I haven't been able to find since I have looked around a little bit. But when I was going to order another one, I got it from Cat Scrappiness, but she was currently out, so I need to check back and see if I can get another one ordered. Anyway, oh good, lighting is good. Okay, well, I was trying to you know, keep my desk light, but trying to make me not look so ghostly, and I don't know if that's worked. Lala had told me that my lighting was on my face was just too stark, so I don't know. I think maybe it's toned down a little bit. You guys can let me know. I'm just switching the screen here so you can check it out. But anyway, so I was just trying to not look so ghostly, I guess. Anyway, so that's all that good stuff. And for this, you know, we could do some real easy small pieces. I'm going to need my cutter, my guillotine for that. And I'm just going to bring in, let's see what we've got here that we can work with that's already kind of cut down. And we'll go from there. What did I do with that? I'm telling you, when you're trying to have a live and all your stuff in order. I just moved it around. There it is. All right. So, anywho, the heat is running and I'm getting hot in here. So I don't know if you guys hear that in the background. I always ask that, and usually people say, we can't hear anything. So hopefully you can't. But I'm thankful for my little heater. I'm hoping Cordelia got all of her heating situation taken care of. It was the worst possible time to need a complete new heater. So I'm hoping that she got that all taken care of. And I think they had left the door open, the people that were working on the heat, and they were worrying about pipes freezing, and it was just a total mess. So I hope she's in good shape now. So let's see, what do we got? So anyway, I'm a little bit chaotic. Kelly, I don't know if you got on here, but I did get some new curtains. When Kelly was here visiting, I told her, I said I just felt bad because I needed to refresh everything, and but I did pick up some new curtains today, so I'm happy about that. I got them hung up and they look nice. And I think we could take this. I'm just looking at pieces and just kind of layer this on here. I don't know what size this is. This is like 2.5 by 2.5. Yeah, that'd be good. And this is what did I say this was? This is a 3.5 by 3.5. So that could work. Anyway, yes, your pipes froze that day, but we got the water back on Thursday afternoon. The heat was Friday evening. Man, I'm so glad that it's been taken care of. Yes, we hear just fine, but not the heater. Good. The great room is where I put them, and I got them for the great room. Anywho, and I did get new blinds in your room. Did I have those before you came? I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, it was the worst possible time for Cordelia to have her heat go out. It's when we had that severe weather. So 3.5 by 3.5. Let's go 3 by 3 on this. And I think maybe it'll layer up right, but anyway. So, yes, you did. Okay, I thought I did. I was thinking I had. I think I'd made Pat do that right before he came, and he was like not happy because it was like a last minute thing. But I think we could layer that up and then layer this up, and it could be just a pretty gift tag. I like the brown that shows through there. I think that's really pretty. And we could probably I did grab, you probably noticed I had 2 inks. I grabbed the prize ribbon and the vintage photo, thinking that they would kind of go with these colors. So if we wanted to, distress anything or whatever, we could. So I might just grab this and just kind of go over the edges of the patterned paper with the brown and just give it a little bit of a distressed look. And then we'll lay it down. I think that'd be kind of fun. I did look at all of the card making materials at Joann's, thinking that I was going to pick up something, maybe like a little kit or something there, and we could work with that tonight. But I just didn't see anything that I wanted. They did have some Tim Holtz stuff that was on sale, but it was really out of season for me, and I thought, I'm not gonna pick that up. So I just picked up the organizational stuff and the vinyl and some supplies that I need to work with, and just went with that. And then I wound up going to Walmart and shopping. So that was, I wasn't planning to go there. I told Pat I was just going to Joann's, and then I just went from one store to the next and was just having a jolly old time. Anyway, he didn't care. He was busy. I think he was on the phone with Kelly when I left. Okay, one of the guys disconnected your light bulb and outlet in the basement. Your Wi-Fi is plugged into that outlet. It has nothing to do with heat or air, so they have to come back and fix that. Oh my gosh. They fired that guy, but not for that. Oh man. Oh, I'm telling you. You can have some construction problems for sure. Kelly's had a heck of a time with her construction worker. Anyway, so I'm going to just get this laid down on here, and we'll figure out what we're doing. Like I said, I just haven't prepared at all, so I have no clue what I'm doing or what we're going to make or whatever. But when you have a nice little kit like this, you can certainly turn something nice out. But I thought this would be fun. The other day when I think I was live and I couldn't get my glue to come out, and I realized my glue was completely empty, so I filled it up. So that helped. It helps to have glue in the bottle if you want to squeeze some out. Thank you, Lala. Lala-san, thanks for joining Shanna today. Please don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate that. I always forget to say that. But I have some champions out there that are rooting for me that always help me out, so I greatly appreciate that. Yes, he was. You woke him up. Yeah, he was probably taking a nap. He was worn out. He had Pat had his officiating all weekend, and so he was busy. And then when he got home last night, we decided to go out to dinner, and then we played some games at my parents' house, and that was fun. So he was pretty worn out, but anyway, I think that looks pretty. I don't rarely do little small cards like this, so that's fun. Nice to have to attach, with a gift or something like that. So we'll just keep working with this and see what else. I probably should have put like a little bit of some of this on there or something. That'd be kind of cute. Anyway, let's look and see what we've got. Well, we've got a bunch of flowers and cute stuff in here. Let me just lay some of this ephemera out. This is Tilda. You probably noticed in the cards, it's just a little mouse, and she's got a little blue dress with a little floral pattern around the hem. Super, super cute. I don't think I have any of the big ones. And they've got the teapot theme, and so they're super, super cute. And then lots of different flowers and stuff. So I'll just kind of lay some of these out. And it's really pretty. She puts a wonderful collection together. So I'm just laying some of these out. See what we got. I was trying to find some of the bigger ones so I could show you, but I think I must have used them up. But there's lots of floral and just some like stems and stuff like that. If you want to do, something a little bit different, there's some stems with it. And then I had used the stamp set, which did I show that very much? I don't know what I did with it at this point, but the stamp set has a lot of different designs on it. And I used it and embossed and everything. Okay, so anyway, let's just keep going with this one and see. I think this one's super cute. This is actually the pattern that's on this piece of paper here. So I think that could be cute to do. Maybe just put it on the side or something. Okay, let's see what the chat's saying. I can't tell what the print is. It's the pattern paper print. Yeah, it's just like it's got a little mouse on there. Let's claim that Mina, and no matter what, it'll be a crafty fun episode. I'm sure I'll be there. If I'm still awake. Yes, it will be fun. It will be. We just roll with the punches. We do. So you just have to, because you never know what's going to happen. She got a phone call on the first live we have, and I told her she just rolled with it. I mean, it disconnected her phone, but she got her phone connected right back up, and she didn't miss a beat. So I was just thrilled. I told her I'd have been probably more panicked than that, and I would have went blank and thought, what do I need to do? But she got it going. So it worked out quite nicely. Anyway, let's just lay this little gal down here. I'm just looking to see what else I have that I can add. But I think it's super cute. We can put it right here in the corner. And then I have some sentiments. I'm just looking to see if we want to add anything else. I had this on there. I think that could be cute. We could add that. Maybe put it over there and then put her here. I think that'd be pretty. All right, so we're just going to bring in some of that Dollar Tree foam tape that I showed you that I picked up. And we'll use a couple strips on her. And hopefully I can find my scissors. You guys got a pretty good view of my desk, so you can see kind of what the mess is I've got going there. I need some more. What am I doing? Need another piece. Anyway, so what's going on? I really haven't done much. Pat was gone this weekend, and I didn't do a lot. I have been able to rest a lot because I'm still kind of congested, and so I have been resting. But Friday night, my sister and her son came over, and they wanted to make Chex Mix, and they'd never made it, so she got all the stuff for it. and she wanted me to show her how I make mine. So they came over and did that, and we watched craft roulette together. Oh, I wonder if I have my craft roulette card around where I can show you. Let me see. There's something on top of it. I thought I had it laying out. Oh, I don't know where it is. I made a really fun craft roulette card, but I can't locate it at the moment. And it's not in that box of cards. Anyway, so we watched that. It was a lot of fun. But we made the Chex Mix, and she left some for my house. She's like, oh, since you helped me make it, she left me a bag and Pat a bag. And when I got to looking today, I said, did you eat all that? Because Pat hadn't eaten quite a bit of his bag. Hey, Gaz, welcome. Welcome. And he was like, well, I was a little hungry. I said, okay. I said, that's your bag. I took the other bag and put it away. I said, I'm putting mine up so that you don't eat all of mine. Oh, Lala, yes, you should make the craft roulette cards. I wish I knew. And I set it out of the way. I just grabbed it and set it out of the way. But I'm not sure. I'm looking to see where I set it. It was pretty fun. You know, because it was a mini slimline, and you had to have a hat, and you had to have lumberjack colors, I think. A mini slimline, a hat, lumberjack colors, and something else. And so I used the cowboy quokka. I had the hat. I stenciled. Oh, you had to have a doily. And I stenciled the stencil that went with that set in the lumberjack red ink and made a mini slimline. And so that covered it. And I knew pretty quickly that that's what I was going to do. I told my sister right away. I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this set that I have and do it. I don't think I'm going to. Oh, I guess I could add that on there. That could be cute. We'll just tuck that under there. Add a little glue to it. Anyway, it was kind of a mind bender. Was it? Did you get yours done, Jay? I have some mini slimline dies, so I did use them, and that made it simple. I don't normally make slimline cards. They're not my favorite, but sometimes you just have to, stretch yourself and do some stuff. And so that's what I did. So the sentiments with this stamp set have like, for you, I have the biggest soft spot. Let's have a spot of tea. I'm absolutely dotty about you. And then we had the dies that had time for tea and tea party, and my magnets wanting to grab them. So we had that. And you're such a cutie was another one that we had. And since I stamped them all together and I left them on the carrier sheet, I had to get creative how I cut them out. So I need to fussy cut around that one. And then you've got little teacups, which you can barely see them because they're tiny. I used vellum and the rose gold embossing powder and did that. So we've got those as well. And I also did them on regular cardstock with white embossing powder. You might be able to see them a little bit better on that. But look how tiny they are. Yeah. Dawn says, I just finished up the chicken bone broth. No baking today. Well, that sounds wonderful. Chicken bone broth. That sounds really good. What are you making with it? Or is that you just drinking that, or what are you doing? I know you guys have been kind of on a health journey trying to get back into where you need to be. So I don't know why I can't find that stamp set. Anyway, we'll just keep going. But I think this would be a really cute card. And I think I would take, since I have so much ephemera, I think I would probably take and go ahead and decorate up the envelope as well, just so they would kind of match and I could use up some of this ephemera. I always try to use a lot of it up, so I think it'd be pretty to put some of this on there. So let's just go ahead and do that and decorate it up. Like I said, I had no plans, so we're just kind of winging it, and I'm just doing my thing here. You made soup yesterday? Oh, what kind of soup did you make? Was it chicken noodle soup or? Sounds good. I just had, we had, for lunch, we had planned to do the chili supper at the church, but then my daughter was in town, and we wanted to visit with her, so we went ahead and skipped that. And so I they're eating a meal plan. They're on this bodybuilding diet. It's really strict. And so they bring their own food whenever they come. And so Pat and I just ate Arby's with the boys. So it's your work week. Hope you're doing great, says Lala to Gaz. I'll use the half gallon I jarred and use it in cooking this week, then roast another chicken and do it again. Oh, that sounds yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Dawn. Sounds really good. Anyway, so I've kind of gotten away without cooking this weekend because Pat was gone Friday and Saturday. And then when he got back Saturday night, he was like, what do you want to do? And I said, well, let's go get something to eat. So we went out and got something to eat. And so that was nice. I kind of got out of having to cook. So I enjoyed that. I'm just going to put one or two of these little embellishments on here. I think it'll be pretty. Set these down. I'll add 3 because I know you're supposed to have odd numbers. Dawn should create another channel, Cooking and Crafting with Dawn. Oh, that would be fun because she's always talking about, and she makes some interesting things that I don't normally make. So that would be fun. Now, Kelly could have that kind of a channel too because she is a fantastic cook. So here's our little envelope in that. I think we'll just keep going with these 3 little things and just knock these out. And it'll be fun because I'm using up my scraps and we'll see what we can come up with. So anyway, I've got this little pattern here and a little bit of this. We could do some piecing. Let's see. I'm just looking at all my bits and pieces over here to the side. Okay. Let's see. What size is this? That's a pretty good size. And then we could add a piece of that with it, or maybe this. I think this would be cute. Let's see. We could do that. All right. So we'll just measure it up. I feel like I'm in the dark. I've moved this panel up there. It's kind of hilarious. I put like a panel up there to kind of knock the brightness off my face, but I feel like I'm crafting in the dark, so hopefully you guys can see me well enough. But anyway, what size do we have here? Let's measure this. Looks like it's about, well, I'm trying to get over here where I get on. Get over here and see. Looks like it's 1 1/4 by 3. Okay, 1 1/4 by 3. So I need 2. I need 1 3. What do I need? 1 1/4. So I need, I don't know if that'll be big enough. 2, that would be 3. I need 1 3/4, I think is what I need. Boy, math is hard tonight. I'm on the struggle bus. And then we want it to be by 3, I believe. Is that what I said it was? Have no short-term memory. Let's see. If I live closer to you, Lala, I'd be happy to cook for you. Oh, that's nice, Blossom. Yeah, that's a little bit bigger than the other. So what did I say it was? Well, Lala has her nanny, I think. Doesn't the nanny do the cooking, Lala? Does she do your cooking for you? I was thinking she does. That's nice to have somebody do your cooking. However, I do like to cook, and I do cook up a storm. So I have just always liked to cook. I don't know. I kind of got that from my mom, and I just enjoy cooking. So I think it's fun, and I like to feed people. That's funny, but I do. I really enjoy feeding people. I want to feed people whenever they come. Let me feed you. So, okay, let's do that. And since we brought in our blue, let's grab our blue blending brush and just add a little distress to it. Every time you try to cook, it doesn't taste good. So you gave it up. Well, you got to add some spices and some flavor to it. That does help. So the cookie or the chili competition at the church today that we skipped out on, I actually made a relish tray with celery and carrots and a bunch of cheese and olives and different stuff like that to take, and we took it even though we didn't stay and eat. But and I asked my mom to bring it back when she got done, And so she brought it back in and she said, guess who won? And she had won the chili cook-off, which is no surprise because she's a fantastic cook. Pat has won before. He makes fantastic chili. I think I've talked about it before. And I've made it a couple times recently and I'm like, oh, is it any good? Because he normally makes it. But I use everything that he uses. And what makes it especially good is that he cans the tomato juice that we use, and that makes it wonderful. Oh, Dawn could join Master Chefs. Oh, Kelly's saying, go to Sam's, get a couple rotisserie chickens, pick them up, and boil them with onions and carrots. Perfect broth. There you go, Lala. That'd be a quick way to do it. Yeah, that'd be fun to see Dawn on Master Chefs, wouldn't it? That's one of Kelly's favorite pastimes. She watches a lot of cooking shows. And I do too, occasionally, but not quite as much as she does. She watches them a lot, but she's, like I said, she's a fantastic cook. And usually I've gotten some recipes from her in the past because I'll have something and I'm like, oh, I have shared some recipes with her too. We do a crock pot meal that I had shared with her when we go to the beach and stuff, but I guess we both enjoy cooking. And she's gotten me she got me a really nice appliance recently that we've been using that's perfect for just Pat and I and her and Roy, that we can cook some stuff up. And thank heaven she had that, because she had her kitchen under construction for far too long and had to cook everything on that. So anyway, so howdy Papa Smurf. Who we calling Papa Smurf? Are we? Anyway, so I just embossed or distressed that little blue panel there. And added a little bit to it. And you can see it's the little mouse with the little dress. I'm not doing a very good job of holding it up there. I need to put some more glue down on there too. Usually my glue, since I put this wide nozzle on there, comes out in globs, but now it's not coming out right now. I'm sure it's the weather. So I think it'd be cute to, let's see, we used the little girl with the dress. I've got the little teacup here. I think we could add that. And we could use this, let's have a spot of tea or something like that. Trying to decide. Anyway, just playing with the little bits of ephemera tonight. And I'm looking for that foam tape that I set aside. How many pop? Okay, let's see. I'm just checking in on the chat. Gaz just saying hi to everybody. Watching America's Test Kitchen right now. Thanks, Kelly, but we don't have Sam's here. Kelly, Lala's in the Philippines. Maybe some of you do cooking videos and she'll get inspired enough to try cooking again. Well, if you got somebody to cook for you, you don't really need to worry about that, but kitchen redos always sound like a nightmare. Yes, they can be. So thank you, Lala. She said these are cute. Yeah, they're fun. They're really, really fun. I can't wait. Our next kit will be coming soon. We get it in advance of the release so that we can, get prepared and everything. And so I'm excited to see it. It's always exciting to get the kit, and we don't know generally what's coming. So it's kind of a surprise. So it'll be fun to see the next one. But anyway, so we'll get this laid down on here. And these would be perfect little gift tags for my mom. She collects teapots and teacups and all that and everything. So I actually said one of those cards would probably be her card, but I could make just to give her a little gift card with it too. Would be super cute. Anyway, so what else do we have that we might want to add to it? I've got these floral pieces. I keep thinking I need to add some of them. And we could just cluster things. Who was I watching the other day? Oh gosh, I can't remember her name, but she was clustering stuff. And I was like, I have got to get better at clustering things up because it was just fantastic. And so I tried with some of these cards let me see if I can find, like I was trying to cluster these just to really cluster them up and cluster. Now I got carried away with this one. I've got all the clusters in there, but I was just trying to cluster more of it and just make more, instead of like sticking one thing on or whatever, just trying to cluster some more things. And the cat's getting into things. Jay's cat is always present during the lives, and So they get into things. You'd have one, or do you have more? Thanks, Dawn. Thank you. I don't have any animals, but we did have the pups, Kelly. We had the pups today. When Hannah came into town, they brought the pups with them, so we got to see the pups. And you guys have heard me talk about Captain Morgan, and I call him Barry White, but his name's actually Barry Michael. But I call him Captain Morgan and Barry White. Captain's middle name is Morgan. Oh, thanks, Daria. Appreciate it. But anyway, so we got to see them. And they are Mama's dogs. They do not want Mama to leave them. But she does spoil them. They are her babies. She loves them dogs. And the little white dog is cold-natured. And he has to hang out in front of the fireplace. So we get pictures all the time. And I mean, he will back right up to that fireplace and just get right up next to it and get warm and cozy. He is just so cold-natured. But anyway, so there's another one. So we'll do the third one and just see what happens. I think I need to do the envelope for this one, so that we have, actually it's for that one. That's going to go with that one, so that we have the envelope. But like I said, I'm trying to use up the ephemera, and we could put, I think I will put on this one for you. I have the biggest soft spot, and I'm going to have to use some tape runner for that, because I've got vellum, and I think I can run it where my embossing is, and I don't think that tape runner is going to show through there. So I think I can just push it down on there and run it down. And we'll add, I have the biggest soft spot. I think that's cute. And that would work. Okay, so we'll just add some more stuff to this. And just having fun playing with all this stuff. I like the color scheme that she has chosen with this, the blue and the browns together. I just think it's really pretty. Like I said, she has an eye for pulling things together. I think I'll just lay this on there. Lennox. Okay, Lennox is a toddler. Well, I understand toddlers. Oh my goodness. I have 2 toddlers that hang out with me every day. Well, not every day, but most days. And wow. Yeah, they definitely get into things. Oh my goodness. They do. They do. They're boogers, but I love them. They're just a lot of fun. They wear me out though. You know, that's why you have kids when you're young, because you gotta have the energy to keep up with them. And I play hard with them. I roll around on the floor, and I flip them up in the air and lift them up in the air and everything. So by the time they go home, I am worn out. But it is a good workout for me. I do have some arm muscles for it. And I have put that one on there. I guess it doesn't matter. I had gone one time for one of my massages, and my massage gal said, "Man, I could tell you lift them kids every day." She said, "Your arms are tough." Anyway, so I've got a little matching envelope to go with it. And I think it's really pretty. And I was able to use up a strip that I just had laying around there, so that'll work great. Anyway, do you know if you can subscribe if they are all a la carte for their kits? If she has stuff left over after the kit, then she does make pieces available. I had somebody ask that to me on my channel recently, wanted to get the ephemera. And I noticed on the last month, the birthday one, that Let's Celebrate, the one that, had all the wonderful, let me show you, because I've got those handy. These, that you can get that ephemera on there now. But it has some really cool ephemera on there. And that's these. And you can get that now. So I believe that after the kit, runs its course, she only has so many that she puts out. But then I think, whatever she has left over, she does make available. So, yeah, you must have some stuff. Yeah. Do you know if you can subscribe or if they're, you can subscribe. And I think you can do a la carte too. But yeah, they're gorgeous. Love them. I had gotten turned on to Love from Lizi through Christy Marcotte. I don't know if you guys watch her. She's the one that will do like 30 cards, just that's what she does. She blows up paper pattern kits. Well, anyway, she had a Christmas Love from Lizi kit that was a nativity scene, and I had to have it. You used to subscribe to it, Gloria? Your Jim's fur baby is 19 pounds and loves to sit on his shoulder and watch YouTube. That's cute. That's cute. Um, yeah, anyway, she had a nativity Christmas kit, and I got that. And that's how I first learned about Love from Lizi, and I love it. And she has those pill-off strips, and those are really popular. But she really has an eye. Now, she recently moved to Canada. And, Canada had those shipping problems when their post went down. And she was actually able to drive across the border and ship things. So we didn't have shipping problems. Now, she did take a month off when she went back to see her family, and so there was a period that they weren't shipping, but otherwise, which is funny because her slogan is "Life is everything, and life is better in pink." Yeah, that is her slogan. You're right. So anyway, yeah, you love her channel too. Yeah, she's fun to watch because she can just blow them up, and she uses card sketches. And she usually will give you the card sketch in the video. So if you're looking for card sketches, that's another place to get them. But we all play with Kendra, so we've got card sketches at the ready. But it is fun to see some of the stuff that she works with. And anyway, so let's do this one, and let's see. Do I have any other scraps? I'm just in the scrappy mood. And these, we could just cut them to, I don't know. Should I use something else? Trying to decide. I'm trying to keep the wool patterns whole, but let me see. Let's go ahead and, you know what? We haven't even been using any of these little add-on pieces either. We could add them if we did something. So these are fun. Look at all of these. These are the mini dots, and you've got real thin strips of gold, the blue swag, and then the hearts. You've got white hearts and blue, just all of this good stuff. Oh, there's another pretty pattern. So let's go ahead and let's use one of these just so we can show this on here. So we're doing 3 by 3. And I did bring it in on this one where I die cut a circle out and layered it behind there. And then this rose gold embossing powder just matches perfectly with it. And some of the colors in the ephemera looks really great with it too. So I'm sure that's why she chose it. But anyway, we'll use that and just kind of spice up our card a little bit here. Let's do 3 by 3. You could lay that on there and just add some bling bling to it. I guess we could have made it a little bit bigger, but that's all right. We'll go with it. Maybe we could add some strips around it or something. So let's just get this laid down on here. When I use now this metallic here has a different background on it, so you can use just regular glue and it will adhere. But a lot of times when I use metallic, I'm going to use the tape runner just to get it to lay down. I may have to use it anyway if I can get some glue out of here. Finally, it's coming out in massive amounts. Anyway, you love the cobalt blue? Yes. Very pretty, very pretty. So we'll just get that laid down. Oh, her vibe is really relaxing. Yeah, it is. She's very relaxing. Christy is. I've got that on the crooked, so I'm going to try. Well, I'm putting it on the envelope instead of the card. Where did the card go? I'm going to have to do something with... Did I lose one of my card bases? Oh, I had it. Oh, there it is. You guys, you're going to have to keep me in check. Now we're really going to have to do something with that envelope to make it work. Jay says Cobalt Teal, I think, is his favorite color. You have several of those shiny shaped stickers from Hunky Dory, and you're not a fan of them. Now, some of the little ones you got to kind of chase around. They did kind of flip around on me. But the strips I love. The hearts are great. I love them. Love them, love them. And you guys know I like to mess with tiny fussy pieces and everything, so it doesn't bother me for some things. But anyway, now I'm going to have to do something with this envelope as well. What am I going to put on this? Let's see. Let's try to make this a little bit different. What do we got? I'm going to go ahead and cut it in a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and we'll lay this on there. I chose it because it had some like the brown color in there. I think that looks good on there. That'll give us a nice place to lay it. And we could probably actually use the remainder of it on this envelope since I put glue on there. Sometimes you gotta work with your problems. So I'm gonna do that. I'll lay this on here since my glue is wet. And then we'll put some strips on there maybe to make that look, well, we're gonna have to get some more glue on there. Anyway, I should have prepared a little bit better, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. Look at that. And then let's bring in, all right, we'll just lay that on there and let it dry. And get it on there straight. Close enough. All right. And then with this, we'll just lay it on there, and then we'll put some ephemera on there. Yeah, so Janet's not going to go live tonight. Oh, Jay's calling himself. Let's see. So what all comes in the kit? Okay, we'll go over that again. I did run through some things, but I have a list of it, so I will go through it. And what did I do with my list? Right here it is. Okay, so in the kit, you get 5 sheets of U.S. letter size cardstock, which I showed. The blue was one of them, and you get a white sheet, and you get this, I don't know, kind of a brownish gray sheet. You got a brown sheet and a kraft sheet, and then you got the yellow, which I've blown up because I've made so many cards with it. And then you get 2 sheets of A5 specialty cardstock. This is one of the sheets of the specialty cardstock, and I'm trying to think what the other one is. I don't know right at the moment, so I blew up a lot of it. You get the mini circle pill-offs. That was included with it. And I did use that one on this particular card here and put several of the little circle things there. That came with it. And then you got the T with Tilda Stamp, which I've lost in my crafter here. I put it in the Dollar Tree bag. So with it, let me get this white cardstock. Oh, there's some specialty paper there. But you get this stamp, and you've got this 2 circles, and then you've got this decorative piece, and then this strip here, which I did use quite a bit on these cards. I put the strip on there, and I stamped on vellum. And then, so you get the stamp set. So you've got, let's have a spot of tea. For you, I have the biggest soft spot. You are such a cutie, and I'm absolutely dotty about you, which the dotty goes great with all these dots, and that's fun. There's a couple cups and some floral pieces and on there as well. So that's the stamp set that's included with it. And then you get the stencil, which is this, and it's called the Tea with Tilda stencil. It kind of looks like Swiss cheese, I think. And then you got the dies, which you got Party and Time for Tea, which I had it. Oh, and here it is. And so you've got that. You've got Party and Time for Tea. So you can do party time like that, the party time, if you can see that right there. And then you could do tea time, which I've done tea time on this one. Or you could do tea time or party time or tea party or 4, you could do whatever with it. And then you got 12 inches of lace and doily. And the lace, I've used up quite a bit of it. This was the lace and this was the broderie. And then I've used up most of the daisy, but you got 12 inches of all three of these, which were super fun. You got this mini flower and pearl cluster, and you got the gemstones, and you got 12 sheets of the patterned paper, which I've been using on there. And this is some of it. There were some patterns that had the Tilda, and then there's a lot of marbly patterns that come with it. And they're 6x6, they're single-sided, and you get 12 of those. You got 2 of the Polaroid rose gold frames, which I've got on this particular card here. And you got the ephemera pack, which had a lot of it in there. And you got 2 of the gold, she's calling them mini pegs, but we know them as clothespins. They look like little miniature clothespins, and they're in the rose gold. And then you got the bows. You got several of these bows. I think you got 3 or 4 of these, because I have 2 left and I put them on a couple cards. So anyway, but it's a good value. It's not, it's not that expensive. Here's another one of those clips. And I've got a lot of pieces parts in here, but it is a very good value. And I'm really enjoying it. So I thought we'd just play with it again. Anyway, so that's what's included there. And I've made a mess out of this envelope. But it's a good kit, and she is super sweet. Lizi is. She's very sweet. So there we go. All right, so let's see. I'm getting glue all over everything because my fingers are all gluey. And I try to save like all the little bits and pieces so that I can, really make the most of them. And I'll make, scrap cards with this and try to use them up. I really tried to blow up my last kit, and I don't have but fragments of it left. So anyway, so I think I'm going to bring this little guy back in, or girl, I should say. It's Tilda, and put it down on there since we've got it on there. I could do a little blue over that, but I think I'm just going to stick with this. And let's see, what else do we have? We could use this. I have, this is from the stamp set. I took it and stamped it on white and used the rose gold and embossed it. So let's add it on there because it's a little bit different element that we can add to it and put it kind of behind our little mouse and just add a little shimmer to it. Something fell, I don't know what. Thought maybe it was one of those papers that I've propped up there to kind of take the ghostliness off my face. I've got some paper towel over here to wipe my hands with. And I think this will look nice with it because we've got the rose gold specialty paper behind there. I wonder if I have any more. Yeah, embossed for you. I have the biggest soft spots. We've also got the little teacup that we could put on here. We could do that. It'd be fun if I had another blue layered. Let me grab a circle die and we'll die cut out a blue to go with that. I think that would be cute. I'll move my die cutting machine. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay. Let's just take some of that blue paper and die cut out, and that we'll lay that on there, and then we can have our tea. And maybe we can put, let's have a spot of tea on there or something like that. Let's do that. That'll be fun. And do I have a strip of blue that is just teeny tiny that I could use? I don't. I could die cut a circle out of this since I haven't used it. I'll do that. Can I run that through my scalp? Not sure. Might be too big. And if I go right through the center of the circle, then I can use it because I can put something on top of it and they'll never know that I have die cut out of the center of it. I like to do that a lot. Take the center of panels out, and that way I can make good use of my product and, get a 2-for-1 out of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So there we go. And here's my little die cut. Oh, that's so cute. That'll be cute on there with that little cup of tea. And then it'll look a little bit different than the other ones. We'll just kind of layer that up. Anyway, I'm just playing around right now. I just really didn't have a plan or an idea in mind. Love the Tilda kit. Tilda is adorable. Yeah, it's not super pricey at all. I think it's a good value for sure. And what I was thinking we'd do is just layer this up on here and and then it would pop off of that. So we'll do that. Yeah, it's a good price. So I did put in a good size order at Spellbinders. You know, they're having, I've got it linked on my community page. You know, they're having that Spellbinders paper sale. So if you guys like to get their cardstock, I should say, it's on sale because they are moving to some different cardstock. And so it's on sale. So if you want to pick up some of that on sale, I would recommend that you do that because it is currently on sale. And I did that. I also picked up some, I'm excited to get, I've picked up some of their blending brushes. My brushes are just inexpensive brushes that I've picked up from Amazon, and they're kind of, I use them with oxides and they're kind of getting nasty. And so I did pick up some Spellbinders, some of the big ones, and I think it'll be fun to try those because I haven't tried those and I think that could be fun. So anyway, gonna do that. I'm gonna pop up this Tilda here and just like I did the other ones. Anyway, so like I said, Janet's not going live tonight, so everybody can get to bed early. And I guess we've been on here about an hour, so we'll just finish this one up and we'll call it an evening. But I appreciate everybody joining. I'm thrilled that you guys continue to come back and watch me craft. So, and I'm still, like I said, I'm still a little stuffy, a little scratchy throat, but I'm okay. I have been napping more than I would normally, but that's okay too. So let's put this, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out where I could layer this. See, that's the whole thing with the clustering. I need to learn to cluster better. I feel like it goes, I like it better up there, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what we can do with this. I had to cut it out funny because of, like I said, I stamped everything together all at once and didn't move them off the carrier sheet. And when you do that, it gets tricky cutting them out when they're that close together. But I like to do it for efficiency, and I wanted a bunch because I had to do an unboxing for the channel, and then I wanted to do a video for her channel, and then I need to do, more videos. So I just thought I would just get it all kind of stamped out at once, and I just have lots of pieces that I could use for everything. So that's what I did. I'm going to use this because it has that same rose gold on it, and I think it will just match nicely with it. So we'll just get this laid down on there. And then I'll grab my glue. And I've got a mess going. Goodness. Oh, my work ethic is amazing. Are you talking to me, Jay? Is Spellbinders changing their pattern paper manufacturer? I don't know. Thanks, Daria. She's enjoying being able to watch me live. Normally my time is bedtime for her, so she only gets to watch a little bit. But I started early because everybody kind of popped over early. Jay finished up early, and I was thinking people are in the chat. Why not just go ahead and go live? So I just started it early. What ring do you have on? Oh, this ring, Kelly, I have had forever. When I was very young, I started out at Manpower Temporary Agency. I ran a branch, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. I managed a team, and I had a branch, and it goes back to Jay saying work ethic. I have always had a really strong work ethic, and we had sales goals, and I always tried to make sure that we met our sales goals, and then we got bonuses. And so when I got my first bonus with them, I bought this ring. This is a real solid, heavy duty ring, and I love this ring, and I haven't worn it in a while because it needed to be polished. And so I polished it up and got it out, and that's what it is. I love it, and I've got it polished up, and I'm going to be wearing it from now on. So they've been doing a lot of work with simple stories. Yes. I think I mentioned on my last live when I was doing or one of my videos that I was doing with the Winnie the Pooh. They've got some paper pads from Simple Stories, and I think I'll get them. I haven't got them yet, I think I'll get them because they had sent out a message for us and they're sending them. I think I'll get them, but I haven't got them yet. But I think it's going to be the coordinating paper pad to go with the Winnie the Pooh set. So the classic Pooh, and I think they say simple stories on them. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know. Oh, Dawn says she was like that too. She always finished ahead in sales goals. Yeah, that was like my first HR type job. And I worked there for, I think I worked there 5 years. I had the record year every year that I was there. I had sales records. So I love that. I'm very, I don't know. I've always been very goal oriented and very, pushed myself very hard to work very hard. And I'm doing the same thing with this YouTube channel, which is crazy. I mean, who does videos every day? Um, oh, did you see the newish Echo Park winter? It's like classic winter colors, Lynn Dusty Pink. That sounds gorgeous, Jay. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I don't know. That's just how I am. My sister's the same, my older sister. I don't know. We get that from our dad. He was always a worker, and my kids are the same way because Pat is very much like that as well. We're very driven, very, very driven people. And that's just how we roll. So it's crazy. I know. I have slowed down a little bit since I retired. I've tried to be not quite so, and I think I've done a good job of slowing down. And I mean, I'm not quitting, but I have slowed down quite a bit. And so this is a little bit off. So I'm going to bring in some of these strips just for fun. My layering is off and I can see some glue on there. So I'm just going to bring in just to show you a couple of these strips. We'll lay them down. And sometimes when I want to do two, I'll just grab them right together. And if I can make it work, usually it'll work better for me, but I've got them stuck together. All right, we're going to pull them apart and just lay them down on here. So yeah, and like if I have a day that I'm trying to be lazy or whatever, I'm like, I didn't need to pull two off because I can use one for it. I'm like, no, I've got to have a video running on my channel. And I hardly give myself a break, but I need to probably not do that. I need to take breaks when I need to. But I'm having fun with it. My sister says, well, as long as you're having fun with it, just do it. So that's what I'm doing. Slow down my behind. Kelly, she knows. She knows. Well, Pat's just as busy. I mean, he's retired and he's got so many irons in the fire. He's on the go all the time. But he loves it. He says he's not going to quit until he's in the ground. So, like when he got home the other night, I said, well, do you want to go to dinner? Are you too tired? And he's like, I'm still alive. We're going. I'm like, okay, we're going. So anyway, so that's where our kids get it from. They're real high driven too. So anyway, all right. Well, that's probably more than you needed to know. But we finished off these they're 3.5 by 3.5 size cards, and we've got coordinating envelopes. And this one got a little bit more coordinated just by default because I started to lay that panel down on there. But I think they're cute and they'll be good for little gift bags. If I just had some little craft gift bags or some little just navy blue gift bags or blue gift bags or whatever that would match, these would be super cute with them. And I think it'd be fun. Now this one I didn't put a cinnamon on. I could use this for anything. And this one I have the biggest soft spot. And then I did the same thing on that one, just I guess accidentally grabbing the same. Don't forget the trimmers when you get here this year. Kelly's want us to do. Oh yeah. So talking about us not slowing down when we go on vacation there, we usually do some projects at her house. We're going to probably trim her bushes again. So anyway, thank you, Daria. I appreciate it. So hopefully you're all set and ready to go for tomorrow morning. I'm going to put a plug in for that since we finished up here. So Daria and I will meet at Craft. We will be live tomorrow. Hole punch and blue ribbon. Ooh, that's a great idea. Great idea. So Daria and I will be live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. And we're going to work with some Spellbinders Club kits, and we're going to just have a play, and hopefully we won't have any technical issues or anything like that. But if we do, we'll just roll through it and it'll be just fine. And it'll be what it'll be. So if you guys are bored in the morning at 10 a.m., Daria and I will be crafting and we'll be working with our Spellbinders kits. So I hope you all have a great evening, and thanks for stopping by and hanging out. And I enjoyed the chat and seeing what everybody's got going on. So take care, and we'll see you in the morning. Bye.